Hey EOTR, how are you guys? I have some housekeeping and some updates for you. I want to talk about the biopsy log real quick. The biopsy log is not getting looked at on a regular basis, and it's the responsibility of everybody to manage that logbook. So with a biopsy, whenever you're doing a surgery, you need to always be ready to do a biopsy. Sometimes your doctor can tell you before the surgery whether they're going to do a biopsy or not, but sometimes we don't know until we're looking at the lesion itself. So just always be ready for a biopsy. When you're doing the consent form for surgery, you talk about the biopsy with the patient. And what you should do during that time is ask them if they have a good number that you can call them and leave the biopsy results. That will keep you from having to call them later 4 or 5 times. If they give you permission to leave the results of the biopsy on a phone number, then you just need to put it in the notes what phone number is appropriate to leave messages on. Once you take the biopsy, the doctor fills out the sheet, you put everything in the package, you put it up front, and the front is responsible for sending it out and mailing it out. When it comes to us in an email, and so I need all the front desk to please be watching that email. And when it comes, it will come in a fax, and you'll print it off and immediately scan it into the EHR. After you scan it in, you go give it to your doctors, and then they will look at it, and they'll write notes on it, and then the dental assistant's responsibility is to call the patient and to keep up the log. So it's really important for a clinic that takes biopsies to always make sure that their patients are getting notified of the biopsy report. Please find access to the biopsy log and look at it every time you do SID on Tuesday mornings, the stocking and inventory. I want to talk a little bit about sickness. There's tons of sickness going around. Some of it's COVID, like weak strands of COVID, hopefully no strong strands of COVID. Some of it's just a straight up flu, some of it's a stomach bug. There's just lots going around right now. We feel for you, we want to know about what's going on. If you feel sick, the policy is to tell the doctor in the office that you're with, and you'll evaluate together whether you need to go home or not. Let's just say you were sick enough to go home. From that point on, all the future days of whether you come back to the office or not will be determined by Dr. Willison and Angela. You'll touch base with them whether you're going to be coming back in the next day or not. But for that day that you're working, always talk to the doctor in-house. We want you to come. We know lots of you want to work and you're not looking for days off and you wish you weren't sick. So come in and we can wear masks, we can wear gloves, we can wash hands. If you start coughing and you're contagious, that's when we need to send you home to protect each other and protect the patients. Just be aware and be communicative so that we can take care of things. If you have a doctor's appointment, try and make it 2 weeks out. Let Angela know 2 weeks out. It's tough for her to run a schedule if you call up the night before and say you got a doctor's appointment. Always try and give a 2-week lead time to when you need to be off. If it's kind of emergent, then we understand, and you can call Angela, and then she'll ask for a doctor's note and she'll ask questions if you don't give a 2-week lead time. With cold weather, every year I kind of give this spiel. Some smart things to do are check your tire pressure, make sure they're pumped up. With cold weather, the pressure will go down, your lights will go on. Check faucets, pull hoses off of the external faucets of your houses. Any bathrooms that get cold during the really cold nights and days, you might want to let the faucet drip. If you feel like the pipes are on an external wall where it's cold, check your tires and things of that nature. Plan on showing up every day during this winter. We're very aware of the weather and the management. When it gets bad, we're always talking in the morning via text and phone calls to determine if we're going to shut down for the day or not. And that typically goes through me, whether we're going to shut down a clinic or not, but the whole management team is putting their input in. So look for a text from me or Angela whether we're going to shut down. But we do expect you to show up. Weather changes so fast here, so please don't listen to the weather report the night before and plan on not showing it up. In fact, if you listen to the weather report the night before, put your car in a place where you can get out, make sure you have snow shovels. Give yourself a little lead way in the morning if you think there's going to be snow on the ground. Always try to show up on time, and if the weather is looking bad, give yourself some extra time in the morning to get to work on time. We've been having some Dexis reports and some treatments that have been filed under doctor number 10, because that's the doctor at the top. That happens to be Dr. Willison, because he's at the top of the list. So make sure you're pre-registering the right doctor with the right patient. We track all of the production per doctor, so Dr. Willison's going to have awesome production. Just make sure to get the right doctor number. That's really important. It also auto-populates on the Dexis reports. So front desk, please watch the doctor numbers and make sure the right doctor number is attached to the right patient. All right, we've got a very special announcement.
He's pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. This is Adriana's little picture. We've got a new EOTR baby. Congratulations, Kevin and Adriana. That little we don't know if it's boy or girl yet, is about the size of 5 M&Ms. Good luck, Adriana. Let's rally around her as she gets pregnant. I'm sure she won't get ornery or anything like that, but as she needs our help, let's rally around her and help her out just like we did with everybody else. That's kind of the fun news. So I'll end on that. Dr. Willison, Dr. Whiting, myself, Angela, and Elaine, we just want to thank you so much for all you do. We work incredibly hard. We see lots of patients. We help a lot of people, and there's just lots of people walking out of our doors every day happy and well cared for. They're getting good treatment, and we're relieving anxiety and pain all at the same time. And I want to thank each and every one of you on behalf of the management team for what you do for us. Keep up the good work, and we're looking forward to the Christmas party and the open house up in Cheyenne. So anyway, thank you very much for all you do. We'll see you later.
I'm ready.
How do I look? Tell me when you're about ready. Are you ready?
Actually,
Give me that. Turn that off.